So Tom Bauer comes out and puts the screws to the two idiots. He's now labeled them scroungers in the mainstream media, specifically the Daily Mail. And I would have to say, hearing that these, and this is literally verbatim, they are always trying to get freebies. Now, Harry is supposed to be a rich person. He's supposed to be in the elite class. He's supposed to be the king's son, right? What the hell is this guy doing leeching? Right? We already heard about that as well with Victoria Jackson. These two people are broke leeches, and now even worse. Tom Bauer says, quote, "They are scroungers. I heard this particular story, which is that the two idiots were invited to a sun-kissed place by the beach. They were staying there for a couple of days, and they arrived in the host's private jet." Man. And when I think about that, it pisses me off, because imagine being one of these rich people, right? You've worked your ass off your whole life to make everything that you did, and then you get a phone call. Who's calling? Oh, it looks like it's Harry and Meghan. Why are they calling? Oh, well, they're probably going to ask you to see if they can use your private jet. And then you answer it, and then you have to, because it's the king's son. Just imagine, like Meghan, we get it, right? Meghan's a scrounger, she's a leech, she wants to do it, but she's not the one with the name. That's the thing. So you can't tell the king's son's wife, you can't tell her no. Imagine what they say about Harry. Because can you tell the king's son, no, you can't use my private jet? Of course you can't do that. So with all of these rich people, when they want to do this, and then this gets even worse, when they want to say something like someone else who was there is quite an interesting person, and they also have a beautiful house by the beach, and Meghan went up to her and said, "Let's talk, let's become friends." No, that's the leech that she's going up to her next target to just stick on, and then you have to pull it off. Like, oh, sometimes you have to use a lighter to get these leeches off of you. That's the way it goes when you go out there in the wild. If you get leeches on you, oh man, that shit sucks. Bauer goes on, the following day, they were then taken back home in the host's private jet. Harry called this particular woman and said, "Is there a chance we could borrow your house?" Harry did. See? What did I say? You can't tell the king's son no. Oh man, I could totally see it. And this guy is such a douchebag. He's been a prince his whole life. Harry called. Meghan wonders whether we could have it. Yeah, I'm sure, Harry. I bet she got you. Hey, can you call her? Harry, can you call her? Testicle, call her, please, and tell her that we want to use her jet, please. The woman was puzzled by this, but in the end said, okay, of course she did. You can't tell the king's son no. The following day, Harry calls again and says, Meghan also asks, can we get there in your private jet? And that's exactly what the grift is all about. It's about scrounging. Broke ass leeches.